see on the screen, we have a picture of Jeff Carter, who Jeff and Deanne used to be our partners in mission. And this is kind of an update on what Jeff's been doing since he's finished with working for the Baptist ministries and that. So it says, Horizons, the Ongoing Journey by Dr. Jeff Carter. As long as I can remember, it has been my calling to encourage and equip young leaders. All too many times, I have encountered a sink-or-swim mentality which tends to leave leaders under-supported and even worse, sometimes neglected. Training and equipping are only two of the means to making sure leaders have tools to embark on their task of reaching out to youth and children in today's confusing world. Encouragement and mentoring are also vital components to ensure success in volunteer or even paid youth and children's ministry. So in 2005, Horizons was created with the sole purpose in mind of equipping with knowledge and content and to encourage, through mentoring and guidance, young leaders in Europe. Since that time, the program has matured and has grown to encompass the 6 regions of the Baptist World Alliance. We have mentors now in all the Baptist World Alliance regions, and the program is in multiple languages. God has been good. Since the first days of the program, there have been hundreds of graduates and thousands of modules completed. Mentors have been trained and are reaching out to the young leaders of their countries in their own language. Mentors help these leaders navigate the program, assisting them to examine their practices through a biblical lens as they attempt the engagement of youth in a very challenging time. The COVID-19 pandemic has had an indescribable and indelible impact on the world. Some things that we thought were commonplace, everyday conveniences, are now shuttered. Restaurants, concerts, etc. While other areas are flourishing as they fit a niche in society and meet a specific need. Horizons was initially created as a distance learning program, facilitated through the internet. So we have seen a rapid increase in interest as young leaders take advantage of training during this time of lockdown. I had a dream several years ago of enabling young leaders to use their mobile devices, their tablets, cell phones, etc., to take the Horizons course. One of our pandemic tasks was to make this happen. This was accomplished with the able services of our technical advisor and web genius, Jeff Vanderwall of Bridgewater, Nova Scotia, who has been with me from the beginning. Now people from the global south who cannot afford laptops or computers can do the Horizons program from their phones. We are seeing the benefit of this new technology even now. We have over 24 mentors now spread across the globe. In a very short time, we'll be appointing 2 more directors for the continent of Africa and the Telangana region of India. These directors are hugely strategic as they will enable those regions to go deep and equip even more mentors in multiple regions in highly populated areas. So he asked for prayer for this process in the weeks to come. That since his departure in August from the Canadian Baptist Ministries after 18 years, he has marveled at how God has been orchestrating the next steps of how Horizons would continue forward. I was so grateful for the vision of Bruce Fawcett, president of Cranbrook University in Moncton, offering to give myself and Horizons a ministry home base in Canada in partnership with the Baptist World Alliance. So working under the combined visionary leadership of the General Secretary, Elijah Brown, and of Bruce Fawcett is a dream team I could not ever have imagined working with. So as I push on to encourage Christian students from around the world to consider studying at Cranville through the William Carey Initiative, while forging ahead with the mission of Horizons, I know I'm in a good place for making an impact on the lives of young leaders for the future. So he said, may I close with a spiritual lesson that I am learning. In the middle of a global pandemic, I found myself wondering, how will we make this happen? I think the older I get, the more I sense how God is in control of all of this. He is the one making the path straight. It's not that I don't get anxious. Sadly, I have not arrived at the point of complete and open trust. It is something I aspire to, but for now, he patiently and gently whispers, over here, come this way now. Whatever you are facing during this challenging time, I pray you too follow his voice and discover beautiful ways that he is making the path straight. And here they have a picture at the bottom of a map of the world and all the different countries dotted around where they have mentors and the Horizon program. And so it's to think about it that for quite a few years we were supporting Jeff and Deanne as our partners in mission, so all that work that's worldwide in that we had right from here, we had a little part in that. And what was started then is ongoing and continuing. Will continue to bear fruit, and as Jeff has said, even in pandemic times, well, in a way, it was perfect time for that because technology and that people are using instead of meeting in person, and that is just was ideal for it. And what